Welcome back to part 2 of the Pixar adjective elimination game. It's the same rules as last video. If you haven't watched it, you can just click it here. Or I think it's there, probably, actually. You just click it there and watch that. I'm going to put some adjectives up on the screen. Thank you very much. You're going to have to pair each adjective up with a Pixar movie. If you don't know what these mean, that is okay. Just take a stab in the dark. I will read to you my opinions as to which adjective can describe an entire Pixar movie. Here we go. We're going to start off with Inside Out. Inside Out. So go ahead and choose one of these adjectives. How would you describe the movie Inside Out? I chose the word scrumptulescent. Scrumptulescent means that it's transcendent, fantastic beyond all measure. And that's the only way to describe Inside Out. It is such a phenomenally great movie. All right, the next movie is The Good Dinosaur. Go ahead and choose which adjective you would want to describe The Good Dinosaur. And if you want to cheat, if you want to look these words up first, if you want to pause this and do that, that's fine. You know, do what you need. The word I chose for Good Dinosaur is crackpot. Crackpot means eccentric or bizarre ideas, and it's amusing to people. So, I don't hate The Good Dinosaur. In fact, I love the second half. The whole premise is it's a crackpot, right? It's eccentric and bizarre. It's not only if the asteroid missed Earth that's bizarre, but it's the fact that dinosaurs would evolve to be, you know, horse wranglers and cowboys. And next up, we have Finding Dory. Take a look at these adjectives over here and decide which one you would use to describe Finding Dory. So I chose the word redonkulous because Finding Dory, though it is a good movie, is actually absurd and ridiculous. I thought it was a really perfectly great movie, but the whole scene at the end with the otters and like the octopus driving the truck, it just gets absolutely redonkulous. All right, up next we have Cars 3. Cars 3, decide which of these adjectives, remaining adjectives, you would want to describe Cars 3. All right, so for Cars 3, I chose the word finifugal. It describes somebody who is afraid to finish anything. Lightning was afraid to go back out and finish his race, finish his career. But it also, you know, Pixar itself was afraid to end the Cars franchise on such a downer, so they put out Cars 3 and kept the franchise going a little bit longer. Next up, we have Coco. We're running out of words here. Which one do you use to describe Coco? All right, so I chose the word everywhen. No, that is not a typo. It is actually a word, and it means always and all the time. So yeah, a lot of people watch Coco for Halloween, and I see it as a movie I could watch anytime, anywhere. So yeah, everywhen is the word I chose for Coco. Next movie up, we have Incredibles 2. So for Incredibles 2, I chose the word discombobulated. Discombobulated is confused, disconcerted, upset. It's kind of how I felt when I saw Incredibles 2. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that movie. The writers were confused as to what sort of story should they tell. They basically just rehashed the first one. They just did the gender swap. And so I think there was just a lot of confusion going into Incredibles 2. Next up, we have Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4. You either love it or you like it. Take a minute to decide which of these fading words you would choose to describe Toy Story 4. So for Toy Story 4, I chose the word absquadulate. Squadulate means to depart suddenly or to abscond. So I personally love Toy Story 4. I would say it's like 0.5% down from the perfect trilogy. Because the movie completely absquadulates from Buzz Lightyear. Just kind of leave Buzz Lightyear in the dust. And we really never hear from him in that movie. And that's the issue I have with it. Otherwise, it's as perfect as the other three, but that's the word I chose for Toy Story 4. Next up, we have Onward. The list of words are dwindling. And if you're getting any of these right, or, I'm not saying I'm the ultimate authority. Like, if you need to mix them up for your own self, do what you need. This is casual. It's just cash. All right, so for Onward, I chose the word borborygmi. Borborygmi is relating to a rumbling, gurgling sound caused by the movement of gas in the intestine. It's a fart. It's a fart, basically. It's all that dad can do in that movie, right? But also, it passes by like a fart. You watch it, you move on. Next up, we have soul. Soul. So for soul, I chose the word hoity-toity. Hoity-toity. Hoity-toity means assuming errors or pretentious. It's haughty. And again, like Finding Nemo with highfalutin. It's not bad to say that this movie has errors. It's higher than all the others. This is a very deep and introspective film that I really enjoyed as an adult. I consider it the most mature of all Pixar movies. It is above all the others. It does have errors, and it should. It should be proud of its status in the Pixar library. Next up, we have Luca. Just a few words left. What do you choose for Luca? So I chose flummadiddle for Luca. Flummadiddle means something foolish or worthless. I'm sorry, but it's stupid. It is no better than a Saturday morning cartoon. I can't tell you if I even saw the whole thing or not. I don't know. It is foolish and it is worthless. I feel like they just slapped it together. Cross it off their to-do list. Next up, we have turning red. Turning red. We have just 4 words left. What are you going to choose for turning red? So the word I chose for turning red is bumfuzzled. I chose the word bumfuzzled because that means it's confused or flustered. It is so weird. I love the idea of making, a metaphor out of growing up physically. But then the climax happened and like all the grandmas and the moms and everybody else was turning into a big red giant panda. And it just got very bumfuzzled. It lost me. It's a movie that lost me. I was with it to a point and it just got it just really went off the rails, that movie. All right, next up we have Lightyear. Lightyear. I know this is rather a controversial movie, but please let me know what word you would choose to describe Lightyear. So it's kind of like flumadiddle, but this one is taradiddle. Taradiddle, it basically means a fib, a lie. It's pretentious nonsense. I call Lightyear a lie because I think we can all agree that that's not the show or the movie Andy would be watching in 1995. They needed to make it of a 1995 aesthetic. Like, it should have been more like Galaxy Quest than Guardians of the Galaxy. Lightyear is a lie. It is not what Andy watched. And moving on. Elemental is up. What word do you choose for elemental? I can tell you that one of those words I'm really excited to say because it's really funny sounding. And the word I chose for elemental is the one I've been looking forward to saying, fuggy. Fuggy, stale air, especially the humid, warm, ill-smelling air of a crowded room. I'm sorry, but it's stupid. How many times do we have to hear the Romeo and Juliet story? Can we just call it quits on that story? Like, we all know it, so stop doing it. It's like a Christmas Carol. Stop, just stop. We don't need it anymore. The air quality of that movie just was not up to standard. And lastly, we have Inside Out 2. A lot of people liked that one. And the word I have for that is windershins. Windershins. So windershins means in a left-handed or contrary direction, counterclockwise. Now, what do you mean by that? Starting with Luca, Pixar started to go in a really bad direction. And it just wasn't working. People weren't connecting. But then Inside Out 2 hit. And it just stopped the clock, and it pulled a Superman, and it just reversed the direction of the studio, and hopefully they continue to go down this road. Windershins for Inside Out 2. Thanks for watching these videos. I hope you enjoyed them. Please check out my other videos where I roast the critics who love really bad movies or hate really good movies. I will see you next time. I'm sorry, but it's stupid.